Hello and welcome to another update video about the DXY. So the DXY is currently following the preferred scenario, which is here the white count. As per previous updates, this is still the one that I think is leading, even though we broke slightly above resistance. But as per my last update, we didn't sustain above that level. And I explained to you why a high wave 2 was likely, given that the A wave already reached the 61.8 retracement. And then when we talk about, okay, you know, a C wave often has the same length as the A wave, it made sense to assume the C could be a little stronger. For now, we start to see downside movement, but we haven't broken my critical level. So what I wanted to see as a good confirmation that we've indeed topped in this wave 2, it's a break below this swing low here at $103.86. At the moment, yeah, we can, you know, it's possible to call the move down a 5-wave move. I would have to, obviously, if we say a wave 2 topped here, which would then lead to a 3rd wave breakdown and a 4-5 into the low $90 region, then I need to see a first 5-wave pattern to the downside to confirm that. Now that would be the beginning of the topping process. So looking at the micro, we can say this could be a 1, this could be a 2, this could be a 3, 4, 5. Is it ugly? Yes. Is it reliable? Not really, because we have an overlap with waves 1 and 4. And let me double check the fibs. I think even the fibs wouldn't perfectly align. No, they do. Okay, so the 3rd wave is long enough, but it would only be valid as a diagonal. So I leave it labeled like that. We'll see. It basically indicates that the next rally, if the next rally is corrective, we might have a 1-2 setup. Important is now that the next rally stays below the Tuesday, the 16th of April high at around $106.50. That's sort of what I'm tracking. And these 5 waves down could be the beginning of the 3rd wave. So that means in the next few days, what's important? It is really important that the market breaks below the $103.86 level as next level of, let's say, confirmation that we've indeed topped. And then we also going forward want to see further confirmation, which we will get with a break below that B wave low at $102.30. Yeah, and then obviously here this wave 1 low, and then we have further support levels down there. This will be a strong one, $101. What if we break above the last high? What if we break above the April high? I mentioned that before. I would have to go with an extended B wave, that this B wave, which presumably topped in October last year, never finished. And then we would go into the upper resistance area between 107 and around about $111. Now I've thought about a different scenario, you know, and I had to do that because this is a corrective rally, so it doesn't really fit the idea of a C wave. Okay, that's why the yellow count is only the alternative. But we rallied a little too high for a reliable wave 2. So what else could it be? The only other scenario I could really think of is if we place the A wave down here, that this is forming now. Yeah, the B wave is still unfolding, and then as a triangle. I hope that makes sense. So 5 waves down in wave A, but the A wave is down here, not here. And then this would be a B wave triangle, A, B, C. Now we're working on the D wave and then an E wave. And the B wave would basically sit here. Okay, so I hope that makes sense because we're forming lower highs and higher lows. This move down is possibly 5 waves, which is why it's not my primary count, this triangle, but it is an ugly 5-wave move. So it's possible to consider this a triangle. Then this would mean that we see only 3 waves down overall, okay, in this decline, and then another lower high on the way up. And that is something I'm observing definitely here going forward, which means we don't want to be surprised if the market fails to break down completely. Maybe it would be a bit too easy. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. I have to actually move this to the right here. Yeah, so that's sort of what I'm tracking at the moment. Triangle pattern is new, triangle idea. And again, I had to come up with something because I don't like the way we're coming down here. I don't like that the wave 2 was a little bit too strong. Again, nothing invalidated, but you know, they are the clues I'm looking for. But yeah, that's my update about DXY. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, then feel free to check out our stocks and S&P 500 service for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.